That's it. We've started. That's it. We've started. This is the first episode of And Then They Were Two. And Then They Were Two.
Is that what we're going for then?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think we could change next week, but unfortunately I think our dedicated fan base might be confused by the change, but maybe not.
Well, we'll put both and then they were two and then they were two in the tags so people can always go back and find
We'll have a fan vote even though the only two people watching will be our girlfriends. And yes, we have girlfriends.
Yes. Hello.
I'm Charlie and this is
Callum. I'm going to introduce myself. Yes.
Yeah, I'd let you do that. And this is going to be first in hopefully many podcasts. Many podcasts?
Yeah.
The first of many podcasts
to come.
In which we ramble.
And this time
wait, is rambling walking or is it talking?
No, rambling's when you're talking.
Both?
It can be both. But
okay.
It's talking, yeah.
And we're gonna ramble on the spot.
Should we speak about why we're doing this?
I just wanted to do it.
Just wanted to do it. Well, you're not gonna be for the dedicated fans. They'll find that out 6 months down the line. We'll all give them the password to the secret YouTube channel.
The secret YouTube channel. You have to find it. Matthew McConaughey style.
Yeah.
Have you watched that yet? I haven't watched it.
I watched one of them, but it's one of those strange things where.
Is there a reason why no one watches it?
It's really upsetting that it's being shared now because like the whole point of the kind of what made it special was that nobody knew about it. And I guess if people don't know what we're talking about, apparently someone found that Matthew McConaughey had an official verified YouTube channel that he's been like uploading videos on for like I don't know over a year or something like that.
Yeah, was it longer?
I think it was longer than that, and they've. I don't know. Basically, nobody knew it existed, and like he kept uploading them, and nobody was watching it. I don't know how he got away with it.
Until Reddit spilled the beans about 2 weeks ago. But anyway, so yeah. I have a feeling that our podcast will be just as underground.
Yeah.
Twice as long.
When we're rich and famous, someone's gonna post this on r/videos probably.
Yeah.
Or r/audio.
There's gonna be no video because we'll just freeze up like deer on a road and die.
No, there should be some glorious imagery for you to behold right now.
Images. That reminds me, I think about now. I will put in what the first draft of our logo was going to be designed by me. Because with Charlie and Callum, I went with 2 C's, like crossed over, but it just looks like a swastika, so we had to ditch it. Yeah,
you was saying to me about we're talking on like Facebook Messenger about this. And you were talking about, we should do a logo. I was like, yeah, go on, have a try. And the next thing I receive is an image of what I only thought was a swastika until I realised it was supposed to be 2 C's together. It's a nice thought, but I think it might alienate some viewership. I get some hardcore fans from Stormfront.
Oh, it'll attract some Corbyn said so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's avoid that.
We've already broken a rule. Anyway.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of rules, but obviously, hopefully, you'll never have to know what they are because we'll never break them.
until 2 minutes into our first show.
Yeah, but you'll have to figure that out for yourself.
Anyway, so a quick talk about ourselves. Do we reveal our location?
I accidentally upload it with like a GPS thing, like when you post a status that has your house geotag.
I think they'll be able to tell from my accent.
Yeah,
anyway. Probably
you, not me. I've had people. I was working on this music video shoot, and one person thought I was French. I wasn't talking to them.
French.
I wasn't talking to them directly. I was talking to other people on the crew, and one of them was like, "Are you French?" And the other one was like, "No, he's German." And then when I hang out with my Irish friend, with people I don't know, they think I'm Irish as well.
Well, actually, that's funny because I was watching TV the other day, and it was the Naked Attraction show where people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's compelling watching, but it is absolute drivel. It's where people appear naked in front of other people to try and go on a date. Anyway, you don't hear them speak until quite late on in the judging process. And the girl who was picking said that she would love an Irish accent. So the guy with the same accent as me started talking, and she went, "Ooh, yeah, that's that Irish accent I love." And he was like, "Oh, actually I'm a Geordie." So that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
for her. Right.
It's people have no idea where to put it, and also mine, where I mean, Geordies don't even know where my accent's from. So
someone said I was Scottish just the other day. Scottish people thought I was Scottish one time.
Wow.
That was one, yeah.
No, that's understandable though. I mean, I can
true.
forgive people mistaking Geordie for Scottish. That's
yeah.
something I can forgive.
Someone said I was Scouse once.
Wow. At least they didn't say you're from Birmingham. There's like certain things where it's like, okay, that's okay, but when there's certain accents, it's offensive. You get called if you sound like it.
Yeah, was that the big thing where apparently silence is more attractive than the Brummie accent from Birmingham?
Wow, I'm not surprised by that.
I totally disagree with.
Also, actually, though, I'm sure there's always these studies, things, or research that gets put up by these papers that says that Geordie, people consider that the friendliest accent.
Yeah.
Like, people who go on planes want a Geordie to speak over the...
Bye, Grandma.
Bye!
I knew that would happen.
Well, hopefully you could hear that.
Hopefully you will be able to, but anyway.
People, I don't know, I might be bullshitting this, but I think
one time, it was probably at the height of Cheryl Cole.
Oh, okay.
Though the Geordie accent was voted as the sexiest accent.
I think that always happens. People always think it's friendly. I think the thing is people think it's friendly.
I have no idea. They do not live here. Obviously, the people who think that.
No, it's because the friendly ones move away. I mean, and that's why they get that idea of the accent.
We both live away. You live down south.
Yeah, I live in London. I've moved
London
to the I'm with the big city folk now. Yeah.
Harrow's tiny.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
don't
just
you
as
live
busy
on a
as Gateshead.
farm?
No, actually, the area in London I live is kind of it's busier than Gateshead, and not like that's where we're from. To give that away.
I don't think we'll just secret the people on the edge of their seats to find out.
But yeah, no, that's the thing is about what I hate about London is the roads. I can't drive. I mean, I should learn to drive probably, but I don't like the idea of driving. Personally, even though you need to in this day and age at some point. But the roads are so busy in London, it's despicable, and I just think the air is not clean. I don't like. I hate breathing. Like, this is stupid. I was cycling along the river sides the other day.
Along the Thames.
No, the Tyne.
Oh, the Tyne.
And I was smelling it. I was like, oh, that really dirty river smell. I was like, this smells really nice and clean compared to just general air, like in London. I was just breathing in, like, wow, this feels clean, even though I knew it was just like stagnant river.
well, I talking about the roads because I live in Leeds and I can drive and have driven, but I don't drive a car at the moment. Not Leeds, and I hate the roads there. I hate being on the bus. I hate watching people drive because they're all terrible. Maybe that's me being judgy as I have like 2 years driving under my belt. But yeah, I hate. I
long
hate
experience.
drivers.
But Leeds is still in the north, so.
Is it?
It's Yorkshire.
People consider it being the north.
Yeah. I mean, if you drew, I don't know where the line is if you divide England directly in half.
Well,
no, if you divide the UK in half, I'm sure Leeds is definitely not in the north.
Well, it's England. Only just England. Well, people, I don't know, Liverpool. Well, I know. Sorry, Hull. I think is the most southern place I know that is considered in the north.
Really?
Yeah, and that's on the River Humber.
Yeah.
Which is you can clearly see on the map that it's a big river.
But wait, Hull is actually called Kingston
upon Hull.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't know why, because it's on the River Humber. I don't know if there's a tributary.
I'm not going to be
tributary. All right.
Do you want me to Google something?
You only have a mind blank. Yeah. What's the start of a river called?
Estuary.
Estuary. That sounds.
Oh, my device is offline. Sorry.
Oh god! All my year 9 geography is just suddenly abandoned me. Man. Yeah, tributary. I'm sure it's called a trip. Anyway, there's no one's interested, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's always, I don't know if you've had that argument in uni, you probably haven't, but suddenly everyone's really aware, or sorry, really wants people to know that they're northern.
Yeah.
And there's always competition for how northern you are.
Yes, I mean it's easier to have that battle if you're from Newcastle as well.
Yes, easy, because we always win. Because you have to be from Scotland to be more northern.
Yeah, they're not even English.
Yeah, you have to be from Carlisle to be more northern, and no one wants to admit they're from Carlisle.
That's the thing, is you have that part about you where you're like, wow, I'm from the most northern part of England right now. But there's this guy, in my uni, one of my friends, somebody I know who's from Hexham. He just edged me out just a little bit.
Well, I've got someone who lived in my flat, and I'm still friends with them, going in this year, and he's Brazilian. and he was very amused by my accent when he first moved in. He said it was like because everyone, I think, yeah, because two of us, a lot of us have northern accents, and he said it was like stepping into Game of Thrones. I didn't realize Game of Thrones had like northern accents in. Because I only know that the guy who plays Sid Davos is a Geordie. I can't remember his name.
Watch Game of Thrones.
Though, do you know? Oh, I have to show you his life. He's definitely Geordie. And there's also Ben. I don't want to get his name wrong. I think it's Ben Crampton, who's in it, and he plays someone. Oh shit. He plays someone in the Night's Watch, and he's a Geordie. I've met him. I've got a picture with him. Yeah.
Alright.
We could put that on, but with like we should put that on, but with my face on it. No, not my face.
Wait, what?
The animated.
Oh,
face.
I was gonna say like it wasn't actually a picture of you, but so wait, but I think though there should be like a SoundCloud version of this.
Yeah, totally.
And now we're
alienating. Brainstorming to you
we're
guys
just
now.
Alienating our SoundCloud listenership as well. Actually, I know this is from ages ago, but
tributary, a river or stream flowing into a larger river or lake. Yeah, I was totally
but
wait, estuary, the tidal mouth of a large river where the tide meets the sea.
So it was still about rivers.
Yeah, but it was wrong.
What? Yeah, I know. I just threw a river word out there. What I thought of when you were talking about that, I don't know, tributary thing was, I was like, oh, it's like, okay, bear with me. I was like, oh, that's a little fact, and like, you know, people can come here and learn new things about the world. But that made me think about the word factoid.
Knowledge bomb.
The word factoid. Until recently, I always thought factoid was like a thing that was true, but apparently, a factoid is something that's commonly believed to be true but isn't.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, because I was using the word I mean, like, yeah, it kind of shows the type of people we are, where we might use the word factoid in our conversation, but factoid.
I've never used the word factoid.
Well, it's just me. Is an item of unreliable information that is reported and repeated so often that it becomes accepted as fact.
Oh.
Well,
know.
Yeah, I mean,
like Hull or Leeds being in the north. That's a factoid.
Very true.
No, a word I just started using all the time. Periphery.
Oh, you said this to me the other day. It's your favorite.
Because I remember because I just use a word and I'm like, that's a great.
Yeah.
That's a great word.
And you notice yourself find ways to use it. Yeah.
I always knew what the word periphery meant. Then I said it once last week, and I've used it multiple times every day somehow.
I find myself in that exact position where you like the sound of a word, and then somehow the next how many days you find ways to work it into your conversation. Yeah. And the people who are close to you spend most time with notice that you're using this word a lot.
Caveat. I used to use caveat a lot, and then someone called me out on it at uni because I used it like within the space of an hour. I think I used it 4 times. It's like you can't really use caveat that often.
It's the same with I've turned on your
turn on my Xbox. That's the thing. I'm just going to quickly complain. I don't like the touch button for this because it just touches on.
They have that with the Xbox 360 Slim, which I haven't upgraded from yet. So that's all I know.
No, PlayStation's up. Well, actually, no. Everyone else's PlayStation I know has a touch button, but not me. I have an actual button.
Is there something wrong with yours?
No, it's much better.
I much prefer clicky buttons. The thing is that's going to be the thing we're complaining about when we're older, where people like grandchildren are using technology where you don't even have to. It's not even touch sensitive. It's just hot air around it sensitive. You just like move your hand over it.
Anyway, I think we should move on to our next segment, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which we were going to talk about I don't know, some media, and we didn't discuss what we were talking about. But we're going to do something else later. We're going to do the articles afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk about War Dogs.
War Dogs. Oh, the film.
Yeah, the film that I'm excited with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill.
Isn't it by like the director of The Hangover?
Yeah, I think it is. Which
all the Hangovers
doesn't fill me with much.
Well, no, I
never know.
Well, let's see who it's by.
Because
I think it's by the guy who did the first Hangover, which I think is a good
comedy
film.
Because you think it's just a Wolf of Wall Street
wannabe. No, I don't. I think that the trailer is presenting it as a Wolf of Wall Street. It is presenting it as that type of film. I don't know what the film's actually going to be like, but I know that with other films, we have trailers that are very misleading.
I'm looking at you, Suicide Squad.
And I'm painting a different picture of the film to what it's actually supposed to be. Never mind what it turned out to be. But yeah, no, War Dogs. I mean, looks fine. I think it's fuck, the screens went black. I know. I mean, I think it looks okay. Personally, I think it looks okay.
I think it looks very good, but it is just a trailer.
Yeah, it's just a trailer. But I mean, just because you're going for a similar feeling to another film doesn't mean it's gonna be bad. If it's like Wolf of Wall Street, then Wolf of Wall Street was a good film, and if it's a good film, it's a good film.
Remember when you went for that your interview for a university? I can't remember which university it was. And the guy's like, because Wolf of Wall Street just came out, and he's like, "So what do you think of Wolf of Wall Street?" And you were like, "Oh yeah, I really liked it."
I think because it was like, "What have I seen recently?" I was like, "Wolf of Wall Street," and he wasn't a fan of it.
But you were.
But I was.
You didn't get accepted.
I didn't
there,
get.
Did you?
I didn't even get. Yeah, I didn't get an offer. It's fine. I didn't get. Yeah. But that's never a good. I mean, to be fair, I think when you're interviewing someone for a university placement on an arts course, they don't want you to agree with them. You probably didn't accept me for other reasons. You just thought, shit.
Wasn't it because you lied about going to see some Shakespeare?
No.
Yeah,
well,
that did happen.
No, I didn't lie per se. I basically said I went to see the Royal Shakespeare Company's production of Hamlet.
Yeah, and I wasn't mentioned who was in it, but yeah.
In both Stratford and upon Avon, Shakespeare's birthplace, and in Newcastle, because we saw in both places. And I tried to paint the picture of, I'm the guy who goes to
see it twice, to critically review it.
It's not even that. I was just trying to go, I'm a guy who goes to the theatre. I don't go to theatre at all. I mean, I'd like to. I don't. I mean, that's anyway. But, so I was trying to paint this picture, saying, I'm a guy who, I read books, I go to the theatre, I watch cinema, I listen to music. I accidentally kind of obviously said that I've seen the same play twice in two different places, and then he calls me out. Goes, "Why did you decide to see it twice?" Because I wasn't the biggest fan of that production. In all fairness,
did you not like it the first time we saw it?
I thought it was all right.
I enjoyed it so much. I got a quote tattooed on me for life.
I know, but the Hamlet's a good play. Like, it's not just that production.
It's only like the best play of all time.
I think there was some of the design in the play was really good. I just wasn't a fan of the guy who played Hamlet.
He was really good in the first one, but not in the second one. But
well, you teach their own, man.
But this isn't a review of the RSC production of
From
Hamlet.
how many years ago is it now?
Oh man, it was like 5 years ago. So.
Okay, but who is it? The guy with the skinny ankles?
With the skinny ankles?
Claudius. Are you going to talk about the guy? Wait, you're going to say you're going to talk about some actor in it?
No, actually, I wanted to. I was going to say it was that production starring so and so, but I don't know who it was.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to retain some information.
No, I didn't retain anything.
Because the guy who played Claudius, he looked like a TV actor.
Yeah, he did.
He looked like someone from EastEnders or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember. Oh, apparently, Claudia Winkleman. I think that's her name.
Is this I don't know.
She's a TV presenter. She does Strictly Come Dancing.
Does she do Come Down as well?
She possibly does. I don't know. Are you thinking of Rachel Riley?
I don't know. No, I'm thinking of someone else.
Claudia Winkleman. My mum saw her niece. She was in the lift next to her.
Wait, saw her in Nice or saw her niece?
Saw her in Nice,
okay.
the southern French city.
Ah, yes, I'm aware of this person.
Because my mum was just on holiday there, this weekend, just 2 days ago. She said she saw Claudia Winkleman.
Oh, well, this is going to date the podcast now, though, isn't it? Everyone's going to know when Claudia Winkleman was in Nice and know that it was... This is gonna have no compatibility for future listeners.
It's not timeless anymore. It's a product.
Because when Claudia Winkleman was in Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm excited for War Dogs.
Oh yeah, that's what we're
talking about. Also, you swore.
When?
You swore. You said BS.
What?
You did before. You swore.
About what?
I can't remember. It's
not that
we're opposed to swearing.
Get the time down. I'll write it down. I'll
it was around 17 minutes. It's not that we're opposed to swearing. We just obviously we're trying to attract that PG-13 audience. That's where all the YouTube money is, for all those monotonous YouTubers.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting the podcast over Minecraft gameplay.
What was I gonna say?
Oh, actually no. The big game now to put videos over.
And No Man's Sky, of course. Now we can put hashtag No Man's Sky in the description.
Yeah, we need the most exposure possible for this, so we're going to mention as many things as possible to put in the air.
Imagine Donald Trump playing No Man's Sky. Hashtag Donald Trump.
Yeah, and Who else is in the news?
Hillary Clinton.
I know. Oh yeah.
Is anyone topical? Vladimir Putin's technically topical now.
Yes. What happened to him recently?
A man named Vladimir Putin was arrested in a Walmart in Asda. No, a Walmart in Florida.
An African American man.
Who looks nothing like Vladimir Putin, obviously, because he's African American or just black if you prefer the term black.
I mean, Vladimir Putin might identify as that. We don't know. No one's asked him that.
Like Rachel does.
Oh, this is getting too political.
This isn't political at all.
I know. Well, no, because yeah, it is a bit silly though.
Oh, it's hilarious though. Anyway, so the like I can only think of two more films I'm excited for this year, which are Star Wars Rogue One and
Right.
Doctor Strange.
Yes. The thing is, I'm a film student, and I feel like there should be more. That I should have some knowledge about what films are coming out, and there will be hundreds of films coming out. Some of which are good.
When does that Bleed? Check when Bleed for This comes out, because I'm excited for Bleed for This. I just don't know when it comes out. Starring Miles Teller. It's a boxing film. It looks quite good.
Right, that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I love Marvel and Star Wars films, and it seems to be the only thing I ever really look forward to.
You can't go wrong.
Well, you'd say that, but
When's it come out?
this is coming out on November 4th, 2016.
Oh, sweet. I've got Bleed for This to look forward to. But like, when does Doctor Strange come out? Does it come out?
I think that's the same. Might be the same weekend.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one weekend I can look forward to. There's the sausage party I want to go to, but I don't think I'm going to say.
I think that's a download for me. I think I'll watch with my friends at uni, and we'll download it because we're like we don't want to give them money. The thing is, I think Seth Rogen. I think they're funny. I think they can be funny people, and they made funny films. Like I thought this is the end.
This is the end.
I thought that was hilarious. I've never that was one of the times I've laughed hardest in the cinema. Like the World's End came out around the same time.
Yeah, everyone was so confused on a World's End, and This Is the End came out at the same time.
And I think World's End is a better film, and the comedy is much cleverer. But I laughed harder at This Is the End. Like, that's without a doubt.
I agree on both counts. But does that not mean that This Is the End is funnier?
What? No, whether or not it's funny, that's not the debate. I think the humour in World's End is more intelligent.
Okay.
And I mean, it takes it. I mean, it.
This is impressive because Callum's so snobby. He can't even admire Adam Sandler at the peak peak of his
the
powers.
The reason I can't admire him at the peak of his career or whatever is because I haven't seen it recent enough to really. Be able to, I'll watch it. And I'll make my own opinion on it.
It's got Terry Crews when he's just starting out, and it's got Chris Rock, and Chris Rock is always funny.
Yeah. I mean, another thing is about comedy is a very subjective thing. I just think that Adam Sandler contains a lot of humor that's based on discriminating people with disability, who are old, who are an ethnic minority, who get kicked in the balls or are currently pooping or peeing.
That sounds about right. I think he's just a great guy who gets jobs for his friends.
And that's the thing, is now he's got this contract with Netflix to make... Have you heard about this?
Yeah, he's got a contract to make a 3-film deal. Cause
I think it's more than that. Ridiculous 6, and then...
One just came out, and apparently he's a secret agent or something, or a spy, and David Spade is in it or something.
That doesn't surprise me. I think
David Spade, Kevin James. You know what? Actually, the funniest Adam Sandler film, and it was just before he got bad, was You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh no, that is not just before he got bad. That is peak bad.
Do you not like?
Well,
no, the Zohan?
Okay. The thing is I have came to a point in my life where I watched that film when I was younger, and I find it hilarious.
I'd just like to point out that I like to think that I have good taste in film. I know. Obviously, good taste in film is always your own opinion.
Of course.
But I always like to think I'm quite cultured in film. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm not saying You Don't Mess with the Zohan is cultured, but I think it's a pretty damn good Hollywood comedy blockbuster, which somehow put in the Israeli-Palestine conflict, and there was not that I remember, there was no controversy as far as I remember. Yeah,
well the thing is, to give him credit, he continues to make films, and he continues to make money off his films. I just make sounds to distract from the opening of a bottle. We won't mention the brand though, because we're not sponsored, but we're open to it. This bottle of carbonated beverage he's drinking can be whatever you want it to be. Want it to be if you pay for it.
Pure urine if you want.
Yeah. It could be Lady Gaga's milk. That was a thing. I don't know. No, there was this. Okay, that's old news. That is really. There was this news story about someone making ice cream from Lady Gaga's milk. Oh no, it wasn't her milk.
Oh,
why would that make any sense?
Some woman.
I think I mixed it. Wait, can I just clarify for a thing? I think I mixed up two completely different news stories there. I apologise for how incorrect that might have just been.
This was a news story a while ago, and some woman had got thrush, so she decided not to waste it.
No, don't.
Because thrush is like a yeast infection. She took the yeast out of her infected vagina and used it to make bread, which she then devoured. Consumed, sorry, devoured makes it sound so much more vulgar than it is. Vagina bread, you know.
I don't even know what to say to that. There's no part of me that wants to continue discussing that.
We can move on to the next segment.
Yeah.
Which is, we have both selected an article from the Not the Onion subreddit on Reddit.
I mean, I did a different thing. I went on weird news. I just googled weird news.
I went on Not the Onion, so I'll go first.
Yeah, you can go first.
I just want to discuss the two stories, and these are true stories. And mine is from VOCM, Local News Now, and it's Lobster Festival 4 sweet hot dogs after Air Canada loses lobsters.
What?
There's a lobster festival.
And the show goes on without the lobsters.
It turns out the lobsters were in Toronto, but Air Canada's tracking system said they had arrived. Someone called Panusiak, I think I've horribly butchered that pronunciation, says it raises concerns about the reliability of Air Canada's tracking system. The Lobster Festival was then forced to eat hot dogs instead of lobster.
I like how that's the most viable alternative is hot dogs.
I really hope that...
is this like... what hot dogs? I don't know what Americans...
This is Canada.
Or Canadians terms hot dogs. Is this like those tinned ones in brine, or is this like an actual proper meat sausage?
Yeah, I think it's like a bratwurst or whatever.
Okay, so not... Okay, because it would be quite a fall from grace to go from lobster to those tinned hot dogs that are like 5% meat.
Yeah, but even then, to go from lobster...
Yeah, no, of course. I like how this has turned into a news story about the unreliability of Air Canada.
Yeah, apparently she'd ordered 145 pounds of live lobster. That is 10 stone of lobster. Which was, the lobsters came the next day, but a quarter of them had died on the extended trip, which sounds pretty inhumane to me as well. Not that killing them and eating them.
Like this. What?
What bit?
The last sentence.
Yeah. Next year they're having pork.
Is it a lobster festival every year, or is it a pork festival next year?
It's very unclear.
Or was it beef hot dogs they had this time, or what?
No, it's the annual Northern Alberta Lobster Festival.
But next year they're having pork lobster.
Pork lobster, is that thing? No, it can't be.
No. I'm just imagining now a genetic hybrid between a lobster and a pig with a meat that has a pig with an exoskeleton.
That sounds terrifying because it just sounds like a massive pig.
It's ready for war.
And it's got an armour and it still has 4 legs because the lobster has I think it has 3 pairs of legs and its claws.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm thinking of the pig with all 4 legs and its claws.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for you, but I know I've never eaten lobster, so I don't know what it is like, what it looks like.
You don't know what a lobster looks like.
Well, no, I know what a lobster looks like, but I don't know what the meat looks like.
It looks like crab meat.
So do you eat the shell?
No, you don't eat the shell.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just clarifying this. So you eat everything that's basically on the inside?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
So imagine a pig where you don't have to... You can eat everything. I don't know, man. I mean, this is...
I feel like the pig would be like some kind... It'd be really dangerous because it'd be on land and in water. I feel like it would have like the lobster fin tail.
But it doesn't have to be in water.
No, I feel like it would be really agile in the water. Like,
yeah.
A bit like... It'd be like a battle manatee. That's what it'd look like. That would be like...
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. But I don't think it's going to gain agility from having its skeleton on the outside of its body.
No, it won't go in agility. It'll just be agile in the water.
Oh, right, just agile in the water. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a pig swim.
We have to try and draw this now. Right, we're both going to draw an attempt of the lobster pig.
Well, I had the grand experiment of... Do you remember this thing I don't know how old I was, but I was convinced of this experiment to give humans gills. Can you remember this?
No.
I don't know if I want to bring it up, to be honest.
Well,
I
like,
don't know about it.
you thought it was a real experiment.
No, it was kind of a joke, but like part of me thought it could potentially, like, all you do. I don't know. Look, it doesn't make any sense anyway. But you have a big pool, and you just raise generations of people in and like the babies are born into the water, so that the longer they can hold the breath, and the better swimmers they are, and eventually over time the ones that have these.
You have mentioned this before. I remembered it now.
Yeah.
And I think I raised concerns about the ethics.
Yeah, of course.
For forcing a troop of humans.
I'm not saying you can
to
do
live
it.
in a tank.
I'm not saying you can do it now.
Well, like every generation, they raise the water level so there's less air.
I'm just saying, if society goes wrong, you have some fascist regime that does experiments on human beings, I'll drop my plans again. I take that back instantly. I really don't know why I said that.
Okay, let's hear your story.
Okay. This is pub demands its ghost back after Chinese artist steals phantom from toilet.
What?
Liu Pingguan, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, apparently stole the ghost of James Stanley after following it into the pub toilet in Bolton.
Wait, why was there a Chinese tourist in Bolton?
Well, so this is the thing is, Liu Pingguan says he's okay. This is the thing is, this isn't just the pub that's claiming it. This is the Chinese artist is claiming it as well. Liu Pingguan says he's captured the ghost of James Stanley, who's famous for supposedly haunting the oldie man and Scythe in Bolton.
Did you say ye oldie man?
The old man. Sorry.
You know it's pronounced.
I know it's pronounced that, but that's a discussion for another time. The artist claims to have bottled up the spectre, which is now on display at the Centre for Chinese Contemporary Art in Manchester.
Is it just a job?
So fascinated by the ghost was Pingguan that he travelled all the way from Shanghai to Greater Manchester to steal it. He says he followed the phantom into the pub's bathroom before performing an incantation to trap it, the Bolton News writes. I was totally captivated by the legend that the ghost remained in the human world after his decapitation. But now pub owner Richard Greenwood wants Stanley back. He's missing his spirit and is determined to see it return.
This sounds like it could be like a buddy comedy film.
Yeah, the thing is that
Like,
it seems to be an actually completely sincere news story. The landlord has wrote a letter to Pingguan going, I would have liked to have been privy to your actions and indeed to the exhibition before the ghost of James Stanley was taken out of Bolton. His ties to the town and to ye oldie man and Scythe run very deeply. I feel very strongly that James Stanley's ghost should remain in Bolton and that ye older man Scythe to preserve the natural order of things. That said, I do believe the exhibition should travel and be seen by many people around the world, and I would like to contribute to this as long as at the end of your exhibition it returns home.
Oh, nice guy, reasonable. He's not demanding for his imaginary friend to be brought back immediately.
Yeah. So that's very strange. This Chinese, I don't know. It didn't show a picture of it on display at all.
Because it's just a jaw.
Yeah, but apparently there's video footage of this ghost, and that's why this Chinese guy's been so captivated by it. But yeah, if you had plans to go to the Old Man and Scythe pub in Bolton to see the ghost, call it off for now because he is yet to return.
Oh man, I was planning to go to Bolton just this week as well to see James Stanley.
And also to see the chair that the man was executed on.
Oh.
Is still there.
He was executed on a chair, but he was decapitated.
Yeah, apparently he was a royalist whose family owned the inn. History suggests he spent the last hours of life there before he was beheaded. I don't know.
Bloody communist.
He spent the last hours of his life there before he was beheaded in 1651. He wasn't sat in the chair when he was executed.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a bit grim.
Yeah, it would just be impressive. Anyway, should we move on to the... Oh, no.
No, that's fine.
We'll move on to our final segment, which is we have gone on a website and we have found a random question generator, but it generates questions on a role-playing character if you're trying to design a role-playing character, and they're pretty funny, so we're going to look at that. So let's ask away and we'll try and answer these questions.
Wait, this is also because at this moment we don't have anybody to ask us questions.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to resort to an algorithm determining randomly what they are, based from whatever catalogue this website has.
Look, there's also other questions.
I don't know.
Motivation generator, interest
Wait,
generator.
so how are we going to do this?
I don't think they're questions. We'll just ask this one about the character development.
Wait. How? Wait. How are we going to do this? Are we going to have our own answer, or?
I think we should just answer how. We'll just answer.
Okay.
Here's the first question. How does your character's father feel about your character's favorite game, if he has one? Wow. What would my character's father feel like? I don't know, what would my favorite game be? I don't know.
I can't think of a favorite game.
I'm thinking like it was. I don't know. Because it sounds like it's supposed to be like a fantasy role playing thing. So I'm thinking, unless it's not like a sex role playing thing, I hope it isn't. No, it probably wouldn't be. Yeah, so I'm gonna put.
I think whatever the game is, it's disappointed. Is how my father's gonna feel about it.
Be great if my father was around to be disappointed at it. That's a lie. I have a father. Let's ask the next one. How does your character's favourite family member feel about your character's opinions on online dating?
How does my favourite? I first of all have to pick my favourite family member. That feels like who's my character's favourite family member?
I'm going I think this is let's just approach it as if it's our actual family.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say just how every member of my family would say the same answer, which is it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess
I can just imagine what my dad's answer would be, because anytime we talk about something, it's always back in my day. Oh yeah, when polio was wreaking havoc. So you'd probably be definitely against online dating.
Yeah, I think the answer is disappointed again. No, wait, this is about our character's opinion on online dating.
How did your character's... No, it's how would your character's favourite family member feel about it?
But our character's opinions on it. So how do you feel about online dating?
I'm quite ambivalent.
Yeah, I don't really care what people do.
It's probably because I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, even then, it's just like, I don't really care what people... I don't personally have any interest in it. Like, never mind my current status. Like, no. But if other people have ambitions,
I feel like I get like maybe 4 likes on a Facebook post. Anyway, so I don't know how successful I'd be with people who don't know me. Next question: would your character trade his favorite game for a book of spells? Yes. Wait, favorite game?
But yeah, you could just buy that game again. To be honest.
Yeah, true.
Like, you can't. Who are we trading this game with to get a book of spells?
I just love that this random question generator thinks is putting online dating and book of spells
in the same universe. That's strange because who we trade? I mean, okay, I think this actually raises a lot more questions. Okay, who are we getting this book of spells from? Is an interesting one. And why do they think our favorite game has an equivalent value to their book of spells?
Well, maybe it's like a devil thing where they're not interested in the object, but more in its worth to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I can buy if I have a book of spells, like. Presumably, I can do stuff to get in my favorite game.
I'm gonna say yeah, because
I'll say yeah.
I like magic.
Whatever. Wow.
It's a very similar question. Would your character trade his favorite shirt for a book of spells?
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I
don't know what's my favorite shirt. Yeah.
I don't have many shirts.
That's the thing, though. Is I'd be actually deeply upset if I couldn't, because buying a game again is different to buying a shirt again. Like if I bought a shirt years ago, there's no way I'm necessarily going to get exactly the same shirt back.
Yeah, true.
Because I don't know if I'd do that.
That's complex. I'm going to say no.
But also the book of spells. Are we capable of casting these spells?
Do we already have the book of spells from trading our favorite game?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want 2 books of spells.
Okay, next one. How would your character feel about his favorite teacher / tutor's opinions on transhumanism? I'm not sure what it means by transhumanism.
Should I find out what transhumanism is?
I'm thinking when it's magic, I'm thinking like shape-shifting.
Wait. Transhumanism is the belief or theory that the human race can evolve beyond its current physical and mental limitations, especially by means of science and technology. I mean,
I'm going to say no, because my favourite teacher was...
But what the hell? This is not a yes or no question.
How does your character... How does your character feel? Or how do I feel about... I feel...
Well, what's my... Okay, look...
I think I'm going to say it was our English teacher's my favourite teacher, and I think that she would think no, because she thinks everyone's idiots.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put that in their control.
So how do I feel about that opinion? But does it mean that we can, like the human race gets smarter as a whole?
I don't know, it sounds like Scientology to me, you know. Oh, apparently it's its own thing. No offense to transhumanists, but it sounds mildly like Scientology. Well, no, actually, Scientology is more spiritual than science and technology. Wait, so is this like, have you ever played Deus Ex?
I thought you said Dare or Sex.
That's a game for another podcast.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Yeah, that's a new one.
The whole point of that, you know what the point of it is? I mean, I'm speaking...
It's all about the questions of... it's all shooting and killing people, really.
Yeah, but what world it's set in?
The deeper story questions is where it's morally right to upgrade human bodies via bionic enhancement, such as like shock batons that come out of your wrist,
or Inspector Gadget sort of things.
Yeah, it's basically like a grown-up Inspector Gadget with like crystal meth use in it.
I'm guessing that is what transhumanism is, rather than Scientology.
Oh, that'd be cool then.
Yeah,
I'd totally be up for that. I've always dreamed of having a bionic hand, you know. Always.
That's the thing is, if you like, you obviously have to get rid of your old hand.
I'd be totally fine with that because I always liked the idea of a bionic hand, and then obviously I remember finding out about Winter Soldier well before the film. I'd like to add, well before the film. But once I knew he was in the film, I felt he was so much cooler. Right. Now I'm totally up for like a full bionic arm.
What you're gonna have to do is, clearly, if you want to just change it, you're gonna have to pay for it, right? Yeah. If you've got an arm, so that's why you have to lose your arm in an accident and get the health service just to pay for the bionic replacement.
Man, you have to have some balls to lose an arm in the hopes you're gonna get.
Well, actually, though, to be fair, we've probably got another 70 years in this. If we
I hope more.
Exactly.
Because it's like my grandma and granddad. My granddad's 80 in a month, and he was born in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So surely being born in the 1990s.
Yeah, we're gonna live consider a while. So I think.
You know what? Once I said I'd be really happy if I lived to 60.
At what point did you say this?
Like 4 years ago.
Okay.
No, actually, I don't. I think it was around then. It was a while ago.
You don't have much confidence. You're right.
It's almost like that's not even the average lifespan of a
not
human now.
Anymore.
So I'd be disappointed if I didn't live to over 100. But I'd like
really?
to be like, yeah.
Oh, that's the thing though. Is I don't know how long. Now, if you live over 100, the Queen sent you a letter. But she's probably gonna.
Is it gonna raise it?
Well, she's probably gonna be dead by the time we turn 100.
She's going strong though.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I would happily place a bet on her outliving Charles, our son.
I think it's him.
No.
Me. Yeah, but,
they're gonna have to raise it though, because people are gonna start living long enough for 100 not to be a special thing.
I remember that means apparently there's someone. I think it's in Thailand or Indonesia or somewhere, or it might be Singapore actually. It's Southeast Asia. Some guy apparently is 142.
Wow.
Apparently his birthday has been verified.
The calendar is based on it.
Yeah, apparently he's outlived everyone. Apparently his son lived to be 120.
That's crazy. Wait, what? I mean, even here 104 years ago, what was going on 104 years ago? Queen Victoria?
Like the British.
Before movies, before... I don't know what else was there.
Before the Boer War.
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean to people living in the UK? Where was he from? Thailand?
Yeah, like Southeast Asia, so he probably didn't see much.
I think I was
No, but when I saw the picture, he looked like he was living in quite a rural village.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying. I was like, I doubt you saw much of...
I thought it was like some vaguely race, like kind of, so like
no, he
casually racist comment about those countries.
No, he honestly, it looked like he was living in like a shack. So he probably didn't see the highlight reel of World War 1 and 2.
It's like you hear those stories about those Japanese soldiers who hidden on islands who still think World War 2 is going on. Clearly they're probably not alive anymore, but they like those.
You never know.
Well, I mean, probably
not. Actually, probably not now. But it was like didn't they found loads in the 70s and stuff like that?
Yeah, these people who came out still think World War 2 was going on.
I'm sure they killed people who came on the island.
Yeah,
so that happened. But anyway, yeah, yes, and that's impressive. But she'll have to raise the age in 20 years, except she'll probably be dead then.
It's like that's the thing about what is the because we're still biological living organisms, and without technology, there's going to be an upper barrier of how long we can live. And you just don't know when we're going to hit that. I saw a post a news thing the other day about a comparison between the world's fastest runners today and world's fastest runners since 100 years ago in the Olympics. and I compared the times to show how fast
Yeah.
we've been getting over this 100 years, and basically how, like today's 12-year-olds are as fast as the fastest like 30-year-old. No,
Shut
I
up.
you not.
12-year-olds.
I know. I kid you not. Today's 12-year-olds are basically just as fast as like the 30-year-olds from like the Olympics 100 years ago.
To be fair, that's because people in the Olympic like you mean like 30-year-olds. That's because they were like.
Or whoever was at the peak. You know, the fastest runners then.
Yeah, well, that's probably because they actually work like 12-hour days. It's like probably worked every day for 12 hours in like a mine or something. Maybe that's such an generalization, I think. But well, that's with 12-year-olds.
Well, I'll find that out. But the idea behind one of the things it raises is like, what is the upper limit of how fast people can get? You know what I mean? Like,
eventually we will hit about
100 years. Like 100 years ago, the athletics, so the things where people jump and do things.
Jump and do things.
Gymnastics.
Yeah,
That sort
gymnastics.
of stuff. What that looked like in the 30s was completely different to what it looks like now. And it's like, what is it going to look like? What's it going to look like? Another 50 or 100 years from now?
I did not know that. But like, see, I think it's like a thing like we keep breaking less world records, or we keep breaking, or the rate of world records we beat keeps increasing.
Yeah.
It's one of the two, obviously. Well, it has to be, but I don't know which one it is.
It's like Usain. Wait, who's the fastest man?
Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt. Colin doesn't know much about sports.
He hasn't broke his record this year, has he?
Nope.
He's like past his. People think he might be past his prime, where he's not beating his.
He set his record
Was it 2008?
in Beijing, I think. Yeah, in Beijing, yeah, for the 100 meters, I think. But I think then he broke his 200-meter record outside of the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go on to the next question.
Oh yeah, we talk about transhumanism.
Yeah.
A realm of possibility. I'm gonna.
This is very relevant. If your character's best friend gave you a book of spells,
Jesus Christ!
what would you do?
I mean, I would ask what you want in return for it. Do you want my shirt or my favourite game?
No, I do. I'd increase the barriers of the physical barriers of the human body.
I'd be like, well, I've got 2 of these blue books already. I don't want another one.
I'm starting to feel like the book of spells wasn't worth my favourite game.
No. Especially like I'm giving it free from my best friend.
Let's hope there's
But
not
the thing
another
is,
one.
wait, is there only one book of spells that exists in this world? Why is it?
Here we go.
These questions are so
If
derivative of one
your
another.
character's least favourite teacher / tutor gave you a book you hated,
No,
how
it's
would
just
you
a
react?
gift.
Oh, gift. Also a book. If it was a book of spells, I wouldn't. I'd be pretty. I don't know.
I would say.
On one hand, I think I'd be quite pleased that he gave me the gift, unless he or she was trying to be really horrible to us.
I was gonna say, how would he react? I don't know how he's gonna react, but I think you should just take a step back, realize that the person who's just given him the gift is his least favorite teacher, and the reason he doesn't like the gift is probably because he's choosing to dislike this gift from this person.
But what if the tutor
Give
gave
him
me?
his 4th book of spells.
What if he gave me weight loss for dummies or something like that?
Right. How do you feel about
Or-
those 4 dummy books though?
or-
I don't find them offensive, to be honest.
Weight loss for someone give me weight loss for dummies. That'd be very offensive.
Or weight loss for fatties would be a bit more offensive.
Let's see the next one.
If
If
your character
found a
found
rule of undeveloped, even though the spell undeveloped wrong.
undeveloped
film,
med,
someone
I
had
think that's gonna be the most popular name in Britain.
undeveloped med.
Film.
If your character found a rule of undeveloped film someone had obviously lost, what would you do? I don't know. I'll try and give it back. I always try and find. Well, I don't try and find things that have been lost. When I find things that have been lost, like a wallet, I always endeavour to try and give it back.
But okay, this undeveloped rule of film, it's been obviously lost.
I'd watch it
What
first.
indications is it that it might be an art project that has been left there?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with
is this close to home for you?
Yeah, I've never
There's no
lost a roll of
student.
film.
Next one. how does your character's father feel about your character's favourite song if he has one? My dad would hate my music.
Disappointed again, yeah.
No, your dad likes the same music as you do.
Actually, I just got into a band that he really likes. Actually, so.
Don't want to give it away, is it that?
No, it's the
Did you say the?
Yeah. No, I didn't say the, but it is the.
I knew it. I knew it was the.
Oh.
A dedicated fan base didn't know. If your character found a magic wand, what would he do? I'd use it in with the book of spells
exactly.
for maximum usage. This is a really interesting question. How did your character feel about lacy lingerie and why? I'd like it. Wait, to wear?
Yeah, sure.
Is it to wear? I wouldn't wear it personally. I think we lost our PG-13 rating.
Yeah, I know. Let's not have a drawing to accompany that one.
No, we should. We should have both our characters wearing lacy lingerie. Oh, did it ask me the same question? What, does your character have a favourite hat? I do. I have a favourite hat.
Oh, before I had a similar question about hats before we started recording
how would you feel if your favourite hat was destroyed? That was that question.
I don't have a favourite hat. I don't have a hat. I don't think I have a hat.
Are you're bored, like, why are you on?
Just because it's about hats.
Dickhead.
It's a question about hats. I don't have any.
Anyway.
What is your favourite hat?
My favourite hat, it's the blue one. It's a San Jose.
It's not the Return of the Jedi one.
No, well, I do have a Return of the Jedi cap, but it's a bit old now and it's battered. So I think my favourite hat is I have a San Jose Sharks hockey cap.
We're gonna put that in the tags.
not that I support the San Jose Sharks, or I'm even a hockey fan.
Oh, okay, it's a sports team.
Yeah, it's a sports team. I just like the hat. Anyway, well, one more question. Make it a good one. Wow, that's a good one. If your character's paternal grandmother, it's very specific.
What?
Gave you $1 million, what would you do? I'd probably be a bit guilty because I think she's a bit senile.
Yeah.
I think it would have been an accident.
Just invest, man. I would buy properties.
Best. I'd start a book of spells company, sell them off.
Yeah, I would spend the money to hunt down all of the books of spells, get rid of them, to make my form more valuable.
You know what I'd do? I'd just start a campaign like all the big actors do, and I'd spread loads of rumours that I was going to be cast in the next Marvel film to make Marvel interesting.
You're going to spend the money on being like a viral campaign to suggest this person nobody's ever heard of has been cast in the Marvel film.
Yeah, so they'll have a look at me, so they can have a look at my credits, like being an extra in George Gently.
Oh, I would fund my own presidential campaign.
Actually, yeah, I'd totally become the local councillor
with $1 million. You would bribe people by going, "Oh, I'll use my own money to pay for stuff."
No, I'd like build something
with your own money.
Yeah.
That's not what being a councillor is about.
No,
it's not about, oh, I've got lots of money.
They'll like me.
I'm going to be a councillor and do stuff for you.
I'm going to get the youth vote by making Ice Town.
You're going to build a Harambe statue. A statue to Harambe.
Thanks, I didn't know what you meant by Harambe statue. I think we'll call it a day on And They Were Two.
And if you
And They Were Two first podcast. Podcast? Is it really a podcast?
I think so.
We're gonna class it the podcast because it's just audio, really. And pictures.
Hopefully the audio sounds fine. Oh, I just realised there's an alarm going on outside this entire time.
Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up.
Wait, let's be quiet.
Nah, Audacity's not picking it up. No, it's not. It's totally not.
Well, hopefully next time the audio might be even better. Because at the moment we're just sat around the same microphone at different distances.
Because Callum's laptop was rubbish.
And it's not rubbish, it just doesn't have exactly the port. I mean, it is rubbish.
It doesn't have a mic port.
It does.
It doesn't?
No, it does.
What? Why does it?
But it needs to be a microphone headset specifically.
So it's got a headset mic.
Yeah, but microphone. So yeah, next time it's going to be better. And if you stayed around for this entire time.
For an entire hour.
Thank you. And if you're here from the future when we're big and famous.
When I'm appeared in a Marvel film.
Thank you for coming back to look at where it all began.
Stop making it awkward, but thinking of a sign off soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, ta-ta for now.
Do you want me to say bye as well? Oh no, you don't. Okay, just press stop.
I honestly didn't know what button to press.